Alright, like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. It's Netflix time. Vincenzo, episode 9. Happy Cinco de Mayo and all that. Spoiler alert, let's get it. So when we last left off, Vincenzo was leaving out the building. Seihan is kind of pissed at his brother. And we all know that's one person you don't want to piss off. Then Vin and Chai go to a bar, and they're trying to figure out once and for all who's really behind the Babel company. Because they know damn well Wang's not smart enough to run that shit. Then when Vin gets home, they give us a flashback about Vin's mom's diagnosis. Apparently she had lung cancer back in 93. She ended up beating it with no medicine. How? I don't know. But anyway, that's what happened, and then she ended up getting cancer again. He's thinking about that because in 93, that's when his mom gave him up. So he's feeling some type of mixed emotions between his mom. Meanwhile, the tenants are still looking for the gold. Everybody looking. And I mean everybody. Even the monks are searching for it. They said, of course, when we find it, we're going to give it to like children's donations and all that other stuff. Yeah, but you know you'll keep a piece of that for yourself. Don't be trying to hit us with your moral fabric. Vin's trying to sleep, but the bird's back at his spot again. Then he gives him a name, calls him Vinzumi, because, you know, he's just not going to leave. The back and forth between him and the bird is hilarious. Then we get a scene from this undisclosed location. It's Dr. Gil, who's basically under the protection. Back at Babel, Seihan stressing about stuff. Then he gets a call from Dr. Gil. He's like, nigga, I know how you operate. Give me 30 mil, I won't say shit, I'll leave the fucking country. Now, considering what the company's gone through in a couple of episodes, you really think Seihan's going to give him that 30 mil? But with the way Seihan does things, you never know what's going to happen. The theme of this episode is sweet potatoes. You'll get it when you watch the episode. So anyway, they're going over plans to try to figure out who's the real head leader of Babel Company is. Then later on, Chai goes to visit Vin's mom. She's forever grateful how things turned out with Wang and whatnot. Yeah, because that little kid president got exactly what he had coming to him. The doctors come in prescribing a medicine that she doesn't want to take, and then they're like, okay. But Vin comes in pissed off because the doctors are letting her just get away with whatever they want. They're like, no, you need to treat her, da-da-da-da. She's not even eating her food. He's really conflicted about his feelings because he's showing that he actually cares about his mom, but considering how she just abandoned him, you know what I'm saying? It's all types of yeah. Once again, Chai doesn't know, and O doesn't know that it's actually Vin's son. It's actually her son. Wang gets to a shouting match with his brother. Seiho's like, who the fuck are you yelling at? Calmed his ass down real quick. Later on, Chai and Vin are having dinner with his family. If you recognize them, that's the family that helped them out in destroying the Babel chemical building. They're grateful for all the efforts and they're going to go on vacation soon. Vin and them was just happy to help. Elsewhere, Mi-hung, Wang and company are having a dinner/meeting with the chief inspector and his boy, and they still kind of showing disrespect. Talking to Wang like he's beneath them and shit. A lot of stuff being said, Wang is actually recording the whole thing. And who's listening? Seiho. Oh no, I don't think anything good is coming out of this. So as they leave, they still talking shit, and they pretty much accept it. I don't like where this is going. They're accepting too much bullshit from these niggas. Well, as they're driving off, a black van stops in front of them. Niggas pop out and they kidnap their asses. Meanwhile, back at the plaza, some masked men break into Vin's apartment. So they're like, why the fuck are they breaking into there? They catch them in the act, and then they actually proceed to give niggas the business. Look at this shit, about to slam their ass. Then they get sprayed in their face with something, giving the robbers a time to get away. Vin and Chai finishing up their meal with the family, and then they head back to her spot. He drops her off, but when she gets back in the house, she sees footprints. This nigga's in the house and he got a hammer. So she was pretty much in trouble until Vin comes back and saves the day, and he makes sure Chai's all good. Then we get to the segment of Chief and the boys tied in his chair. Who kidnapped them? As if that was ever in question. It was Wang, of course. He's basically trying to scare these niggas because they've been disrespecting for the last time. But then the shit gets real because here comes Seihan with the hockey club. Yeah, I got that feeling somebody's gonna get completely fucked. And he bashes the other inspector right across his fucking head with it. Yeah, see, you shouldn't have been fucking around. Come on, Wang, you already knew where this shit was going. Yeah, Mi-young, that's who you work for. Then he continuously beat his head to death. I told y'all, Seihan don't play that shit. Then he turns his attention to the chief inspector. She's like, look, man, I'm sorry for the disrespect. I'm just fucking around, I swear. Y'all don't hurt me. Then it cuts to this scene. We don't know what happened with the chief, but we damn for sure know the partner's dead. Just look at that face. Would you fuck with somebody like this? No, you wouldn't. Back at the house, Chai's traumatized at this point. Vin's gonna get her a hotel to stay at, because she ain't got no friends, and then she's like, Vin, can I stay with you? He's like, no. She keeps trying though as they're in her car. As he's dropping her off at the hotel, it gets to this scene where it looks like he's about to kiss her. She's all cheesing like she's waiting for this shit to happen. But no, he just opens up the door for her. She got that look like, really? Well, as she's going through the hotel, she's traumatized by everybody she sees, from the bellboy to the janitors to everybody. That's what she's seeing, but that's not what's really happening. Then we got this guy that's fixing her lock. But all she sees is hardware equipment. Then she just freaks out and runs away. He's like, where are you going? I'm almost finished with the door. Back at his apartment, the tenants are like, hey, somebody tried to rob you, get his stuff out your house. But it's like, what would they rob from? It's not like he keeps anything in there. But you know, they all got his back. The question is, who sent these guys? Place gets all torn up. He goes to check in his room, and it's torn to shreds. The bird friends got in, including his special friend, Izumi. Then he starts talking shit to him again. He couldn't catch the bird. Like I said, the dynamic between him and the bird is hilarious. So as he's chilling, he gets a knock at the door. It's Chai. She's scared to death, and she barges in. So this is that first time being in his apartment moment type thing. She eats his ramen and shit. He says he's gonna sleep on the ground. She's like, all right, I'll just take the bed if you want to sleep on the ground. He's got that look on his face like, all right, go ahead and take it if you want to. She goes in and sees the bird mayhem, and she ain't want no parts of that. Then before they go to sleep, she asks him 2 more mafia questions. She asks has he ever killed anybody. He lies to her and says no. Because we know he massacred niggas in the first episode. Come on now. Then he asks her, would you look at me different if I did? He doesn't get a legit straight answer from Cha, but he kind of gets the answer that he's looking for. Then we get the dream again where he's going through causing mayhem, causing a ruckus, giving niggas the business. Yeah, all that good shit. All that killing and stuff, because that's what he used to do. And technically, that's what he used to do. Still doing shit. That montage only showed up twice, but I love showing it when it pops up. One of my many quirks, I guess. Anyway, they wake up in the morning, eat breakfast. They're trying to figure out who attacked them and who was the leader of the Bad Bell Company. Then we get one-on-one with Sehun and his brother Wang. And then Wang said he had some bad news to tell him. Now, we couldn't hear what he said, but whatever he said, he probably should have kept it to himself. And as he should be, scared shitless. Then he calls Cha to see how she's doing and all that. He FaceTimed her and see that she was in Vin's apartment. Great, something else to send Sehun over the damn edge. So as he's going to his car, the cop/chef assistant is under his car. It's like, what is he doing there? Then he's like, if you need me for anything, call this number. So I guess he thinks at this point, because Vin is so well-natured and good-mannered, he'd stop the pursuit of him for a moment. It's a goofy interaction, honestly. After that, Vin gets with Cho, and Cho's got to get some type of materials that's going to take a while to bring back so they can actually dig up the gold without having the building collapse. So once again, that process is going to be on hold. It's going to take a while. After that, Vin goes back to the Buddhist temple room where they just recruited the chick that likes him. She is now part of the Buddhist temple. So now he's got to worry about 3 people being in this room. He's like, God damn it. Back at Bad Boy, frustration kicking in with the crew. But Sehun's gonna keep him on the right path because you know he got that killer instinct. Police officer coming in with bags of evidence. What could this be? I don't know. And then back at the plaza, what the heck? How the hell did these niggas survive? Apparently they were the only ones because there's only 3 of them left. Then our tenants come through like, hey man, what the fuck y'all doing over here? He's like, look man, we ain't got beef no more. We ain't thugs. We ain't doing none of that shit, man. All we trying to do is sell flight insurance or whatever like that, and we paid our bit of the rent too. So they let them niggas live for now. Meanwhile, all the other tenants meet back up at the cafe. They're like, come on man, we all know everybody's trying to look for the gold. They're like, look, let's just look for it all together. We split everything evenly. While that's going on, Cha and Vin find out about the deal Dr. Gill and Sehun made. They don't know exactly what it's about, but they know they ain't on good terms. So they both go to talk to the witness protection man that's on the case. He doesn't know who's really in charge of Babel after talking to him, but when he would have conversations with the doctor, he kept referring to we, like it was somebody else involved. And because they know for a fact it's not Wang, he asks them to order like a little sting operation. He doesn't want to do it because it goes against everything he stands for, the code and all that. Meanwhile, Wang is about to give Sehun some paperwork that's about to turn their whole operation around. Whatever it was, he approves. Sehun does a Zoom call to this guy and everything's operation and functional. So somehow under the radar, they got 2 other banks to invest in their shit and now they're back in business. Ain't that some shit? He looks at pictures of the family. He's like, well, we won't tell them until they come back off vacation. Everything they work for them was already devastating enough. And then to make matters worse, they get a call from the witness protection guy. They think Dr. Gill's going to make a run for it. So against his moral compass, he's like, look, is that sting operation still available? We're going to get it popping. So that becomes their plan. So nighttime, they go to Dr. Gill's house. But unfortunately, when they get there, niggas is dead as shit. Then they go into the other room, and yep, Dr. Gill got deaded too. This has got Babel written all over it. And as if they hadn't been hit with enough stuff, Cha gets a text message from the family that went on vacation, and it sounds like a damn suicide note. Mihan celebrating, the boss playing golf celebrating, Wayne playing around with guns celebrating, and Babel's back on top again. Sehun's back on top. Vin and Cha get a call to where the police are at, to where they found the van. And yep, they're all dead as shit in the van. Every single one of them. And they used the ash. Oh! They suffocated themselves with the RDU-90 chemicals. Oh, shit. Damn. If you had to think back, that's the group that helped out destroying the bad bar chemicals label. You know, Cha and Vin ain't gonna let this shit stand. This shit is war now. They've been doing everything lawyer-like, but it's like this shit gonna start getting dirty. Damn, episode 9 was super intense. Slick DZ out the easy, mister. How big. Could have got their slogan. And once again, happy Cinco de Mayo and all that.